Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here, and we are a day late, but we're still doing the weekly Q&A slash update. And the one advantage is because we're doing this on a Wednesday, we actually do know what the fresh online multiplayer reward is, and that's Metahuman the Flash. The rewards, the gear is, for Survivor mode, is not actually the LexCorp gear. It is the Suicide Squad companion gear set, and we don't know when this will be fixed. It does not require a full update, so we don't know when, we won't get an indication of when it's fixed.
And the only reason we know it doesn't require a full update is that they've changed it before from one set to another without actually requiring an update.
Yeah, and the current character challenge is Earth 2 Solomon Grundy. So, moving right into the question.
Oh, for another week, right?
Or, yeah, for 7 more days. The first question comes from, actually, maybe context first. This is from our previous Q&A talking about the rare drops and booster packs, specifically the Diamond Tier cards and the special Diamond Tier pack. And this comes from Seymour Butts. and they say, you don't have to hack to promote these characters, you just need to use airplane mode.
Okay, so in strict yes-no terms, you're right, you don't have to hack. So yes, you can use airplane mode, and if you disconnect from the internet to rebuy the pack until you get what you want, you can get it cheaper than just depending on the rare drops. And yes, it is still much more efficient to do that than to grind for 360 souls for each pack, as opposed to just 320 souls. I mean, just in air quotes, because 320 is a huge amount, right? Since we don't play Mortal Kombat X much anymore, I mean, how many weeks does it take to save 360 souls? So we're guessing that someone playing a lot might take, a month? And how many does it take to save the extra 40 souls for the chance at a diamond card if you're looking at just that? So the ultimate problem is still, it's a drop rate, right? You're looking for random drop rates. If you're looking at the 6% we saw in the 100 Elite packs that we opened, that's a 94% chance that you won't get one. If it takes almost a minute to open a new pack, and part of the problem is that you have to confirm all the different cards. There's all those upgrade cards and the the percentage improvement in the attack and the health and stuff. It takes a long time. It probably takes more than a minute, probably closer to 2 minutes, to get your refund if you go to use the airplane glitch, right, where you're resetting everything. So here's the other problem, besides the drop rate and the time it takes to do each pack. 6% is the combined total of any of the diamond cards. If you're looking for a specific diamond card, your chance drops to about 2%. And at some point you're going to need one specific card to fully promote who you're interested in, right? That's a 1 in 50 chance. So at 3 minutes pop, that will on average take you about 2.5 hours to get it. And if you're lucky, a little less, and if you're unlucky, a little more than 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Let's look at the numbers now again. You need 8 copies of each card to max elite or promote them. If you're aiming for just one card, you're spending a minimum of 2,880 souls, so almost 3,000 souls if you do everything perfect, and you get only what you want and use the airplane glitch for everything else. If you're aiming for all 3, that's 8,640 souls. So ignoring the time spent to do the airplane mode glitch, you're talking months and months of grinding to get even there, to the bare minimum. And then, literally, hours to spend those souls to get the cards that you want. So even though it's technically true that you can use the airplane mode refund method to get the diamond tier cards, for practical purposes, anyone carrying around an Elite 7 card is a hacker. The currency system of souls is broken enough that despite getting a big advantage by using the airplane mode, having E7 diamond tiers is, in my mind, a pretty sure sign of hacking. It'll be months before you can really see legitimate E7 guys.
Yes, okay. So, moving on to the next question. This is a comment from the video on our team of special specialists.
Right. Do you want to hear today's specials?
Yeah. This comes from Joseph Garcia. And they say, you could have used Arkham Knight Batman and activated Stun immediately. It would have helped against Bane. So,
for context too, if you haven't watched that specials video, that's where he's talking about Luchador Bane with the typical Cloak of Destiny and the League of Assassins Knives loadout to drop in, stun, do a hugely damaging special one that wipes out the health on the rest of your team.
Sorry, and I'm thinking about now. I think I said immediately instead of immunity.
Oh!
I don't know. I messed up somehow. It felt wrong, but...
Alright, so...
that wasn't them not being able to spell. That was me not being able to read.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he'll forgive you.
Yeah.
We'll get his name right in the title in the video. So, alright, first, I'm pretty sure there isn't stun immunity. There's, I think, damage over time immunity, crit damage and power drain immunity, and the other three being 2 power bars, crit damage boost, and special 1 boost. So that's not an option. I mean, if you're thinking stun immunity, it'd have to be Red Sun Green Lantern, or, oh, it's one of the Batman's. Batman Beyond. The one that looks like a person, not the animated Batman Beyond. But even if there were stun immunity, it probably wouldn't have made a difference since Luchador Bane tagged in while Killing Joke Joker was active. So we still would have been left with Shazam and Arkham Knight Bats with just 1 point of health each after Killing Joke Joker got knocked out. So, like I mentioned about Red Sun Green Lantern, that's why the Red Sun team with Red Sun Green Lantern is so good, because it's not just one guy with immunity, it's all the Red Suns. Yeah, Arkham Knight Batman is great, but he can't be everything. Alright, so let's pretend there's stun immunity. If you use up 1 Wing Tech boost immunity, do you give up 2 bars of power? Or do you give up special 1 and crit damage boost? Because 2 bars of power, special 1 boost, and crit damage boost help against the opponent's team, all 3 cards. Stun immunity would only protect against tag and stun, and it doesn't always process, and it's only good for Arkham Knight Batman, right? And except against Luchador Bane, and maybe to a lesser extent Batgirl, Arkham Knight Batman can usually survive a tag and stun, and it doesn't end up ruining the whole team. Which is sort of the long way of saying that even if that were one of the Wayne Tech boosts, I don't know that I'd be choosing it all that often, even facing that kind of a team, because multiplayer favors those teams that can do a lot of damage and do it fast. And when you pick that instead of something else, opportunity cost again, you're going to have trouble doing a lot of damage. So, which is, again, I guess another reason why Injustice 2 Superman is so powerful, because besides being a basic damage beast, he's a natural counter to the Cloak of Destiny League of Assassins Knives build.
Yeah. Okay. And our last question, I can't even try to pronounce this name because it is not in English, and it is not even using our alphabet. This looks to be Chinese characters or kanjis.
I wish I knew how to say that. Okay.
So no clue what it means though. So this person asks or says, BDC Care Gaming. I've played this game since it's out in 2013, and I think Batgirl is the first challenge character that comes out. And the funny thing is, her skill is so good, there's still people using her, even after 2 years since the challenge begins.
Yeah, alright, so absolutely true. It's what happens when the game designer does a really good job, right? You have a great passive, that 1 bar of power for everyone on the team, and you take that and you introduce a piece of legendary gear, the Cloak of Destiny, that seems made with her special 1 in mind. Like, no one else in the game has a special that stuns on the first part of multi-hit special 1, so you get credit for the stun for every hit after. So you're doing 3 times, well, technically not, but you're getting that 200% boost on every single hit after, and with all the crit stuff, the crit boost, and the area effect, the splash damage from her special 1, yeah, it's amazing. So more golds should be designed like that. It's the perfect argument against why, against power creep. You don't need it. If you design the characters right, then you'd have really interesting new characters introduced that everybody would want.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we won't start another fight, but we'll just take this opportunity to announce a couple things. One is, we've been playing around with a screen recorder app that seems well suited for the new device, which is kind of cool. It's one of the other fringe benefits of having a new device, and I think we're going to probably roll out some different gameplay videos that hopefully will look and sound a lot better next week. Yep. And was there anything else? I think that's it. But that, to me, that's like huge news, because I think part of one of the biggest downfalls of some of our gameplay videos is the setup that we've had since the beginning of filming off a TV.
Yeah, and with this new device, even the way that it resizes things is a little bit worse.
Yeah.
But, anyways, other than that, that'll be all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Komoda.